students, this is your tutor Namonga, and in today's tutorial we're going to be looking at geometric progression, which comes in paper 2 with a total of 7 marks. So we're going to specifically look at the 2021 GCE, which was question 1 in that particular question paper, but for the tutorials here this will be question 2. Question 1, I did 2018 question paper, which was solving geometric progression questions that have fractions. So we dealt with that. You can look it up on the YouTube channel. So here we're going to, I particularly picked 2021 because it has this component here, which most people don't know how to get, finding the geometric mean of two numbers. So the same way you solve geometric progression questions that are fractions is the same way you're going to solve these, but usually here there won't be need for you to find to struggle to get the a and the r, because these are just normal integers. So let's get started with the first question. So the first question is find the seventh term. So you've been given the geometric progression there. You have 4, 2, and a 1. So we find the seventh term. So to find the seventh term, the general formula for the nth term of a GP is given by an is equal to ar n minus 1. An represents the nth term. A is the first term. R is a common ratio, and n is the position of the term. So n in this case is 7. So we are finding A7. A7 is equal to A. What is A? A is already here. It's the first term, it's 4. Now the question is, how do we find R? To find R, we simply divide the number in front by the number written before it. So it's 2 divided by 4. Or 1 divided by 2, you get the same answer. So 2 divided by 4 is half, like this. 2 over 4 is equal to half. 2 here, 1. 2 here, 2. The same as 1 over 2 is already half. Okay? It's different from an AP. For AP, you find the common difference. So you subtract the number in front minus behind. But here we divide. So we have our R and we have our A. Our A is 4. Our R is half. N is 7 minus 1. So this is 4 half to the power 6. Now this 6 applies to 1 and 2. Okay? So this is 4. 1 to the power 6 is 1. 2 to the power 6. 2 to the power 6 should be 64. So, but this is paper 2. You can just punch on your calculator. I'm sure it's 64. 2 to the power 6. Oh, it's not on, sorry. 2 to the power 6. What is it giving us? Yeah, 64. So, 64 there. So, you can say 4 here, 1. 4 into 64, 16. There. So the seventh term is what? 1 over 16. We are done. Question 2 is find the sum of the first 9 terms. So there are 2 formulas for the sum of a GP. The first one is calculating the sum when R is greater than 1. And the other one is calculating the sum when R is less than 1. So since our R is a half, meaning it's less than 1. So when R is less than a half, when it's less than 1, sorry, the formula is the sum is given by A, open brackets, 1 minus R to the power n over 1 minus R. These formulas are given on the first pages of all ECZ paper 2 question papers rather. So we're looking at the sum of the first 9 terms, meaning our n is what? 9. So the sum of the first 9 terms is given by, what is A? 4. 1 minus R, R is half to the power 9 over 1 minus R. Okay. Now, as I earlier indicated in the first video, you can get up to this level, but now how to punch is the problem for most people. So it's better you punch step by step. So you can first start with this one. Half to the power 9, okay? When you find the answer, you write it down. You say 1 minus that answer, then multiplied by 4, you write it. Then you find this 1 minus half is half. So the answer you find divided by half. And it should give us, when you punch, you should get 763 over 64. That's the answer you should get. Remember, if you want to write your answer in terms of decimal numbers in paper 2, the standard is 1 decimal place. Okay, then now the next question is find the geometric mean of 196 and 15,625. Okay, so now to find the geometric mean of two numbers, you don't need to panic. So if you have three numbers, let's say if you have A, this is question 3. If you have three numbers, if you have A, B, and C. If you want to find the geometric mean of B, how do we do this? We say B over A is equal to C over what? B. Then when we cross multiply, this gives us B squared is equal to AC. Then now to get the value of B, you find the square root on both sides. So if you square root this and square root that, this and this goes. So B is equal to the square root of the product of A and C. So here, the two numbers have already been given. Where is that? It's 196 and that number there. So all you need to do is, you just say number 3. No need to panic. The geometric mean is equal to, you write that, it is 196 multiplied by, what's the second number? 15,625. 15,625. You just punch. So it is 196 multiplied by 15,625. There. That's the answer. Then you square root this answer. Find the square root of this answer. It's 1,750. That's the answer, 1,750. You end there. That is it. So when you're given two numbers, you simply multiply those two numbers, then find their square root. Okay? So remember, math is very practical. It will do you good if you revise at least 10 years from the year that was recently written. So the recent past paper is 2024. So from 2024, at least revise 10 years. So you go all the way up to 2014. You revise both the GCE and the internal paper.